Hello and welcome to Arsenal Analysed. I'm JC. I hope you're doing well. Today I bring you a preview Arsenal versus Leeds this coming Sunday in the rundown and battle for top four. I've got you covered with all the details that you need to know before kickoff. And if you do go on to enjoy today's video, a like would be super appreciated. And if you're new around here, why not consider subscribing, as it massively helps me out. But let's waste no more time at all and dive straight into things. Kicking off with recent form, of course, and Arsenal have certainly turned their fortunes around from when we played Crystal Palace. 3 defeats on the bounce. But since then, Arsenal have managed to record victories over London rivals Chelsea and West Ham, as well as old rivals Manchester United. That's 9 points from games that a lot of Arsenal fans we're expecting a far tougher time of things. Now, during the last 5 games, Arsenal have managed to score 10 goals, concede 7, but no clean sheets. And playing against Leeds, a very attacking side, it's going to be goals galore, let's be honest. But let's have a little look at Leeds' most recent form, recording a 4-0 defeat in their most recent game to Manchester City. Will they look to right their wrongs, or will they continue to concede goals galore? Plus 70 goals conceded this season, more than any other team in the Premier League. And going beyond that, a very mixed bag with 2 wins and 2 draws. Scoring 7, conceding 7, but keeping 2 clean sheets. So slightly better than Arsenal. And it begs the question, will recent form come into effect for this upcoming fixture? Having a look at the head-to-head record in this particular fixture, it's been played across all competitions a total of 124 times. Arsenal just slightly trumping Leeds in this department with 50 wins compared to Leeds' 41. And 33 have ended in a draw. Now, more recently, Arsenal are looking the stronger team in this fixture. Plenty of goals, as mentioned before, both in the league and domestic cups. Arsenal winning the last 3. In fact, the last time Arsenal lost against Leeds was all the way back in 2003, a 3-2 loss actually at home. But Arsenal have scored a total of 29 goals against Leeds in their last 11 fixtures. So going back to what I mentioned before, this should be a game of goals. And the last 2 Premier League fixtures, Arsenal managed to score 8 against Leeds. So fingers crossed, Arsenal can get the ball over the line and in the back of the net like we have done before. With regards to team news, not much has changed with Kieran Tierney and Thomas Partey. As mentioned in my previous preview, there were pictures and videos circulating of Thomas Partey running on a treadmill. Those thought that he might return before the end of the season. Those rumours were quickly squashed by Arteta and the physio team. You never know, we might be delightfully surprised. Those two very much out until the end of the season. Ben White didn't feature in our last game against West Ham. He had a tight hamstring, something that he had during the Manchester United fixture, played through injury, wasn't quite right for the West Ham game. Not a serious hamstring injury, and a lot of people do think that he will be fit and available, but being assessed as things stand ahead of this fixture. Leeds, on the other hand, as you can see on screen, 6 players potentially not available for this game. Some of them definitely not available. Stuart Dallas, for example, and Alan Forshaw out for the rest of the season with fractures. And then a number of other players like Liam Cooper, Somerville and Bamford are all being assessed ahead of the fixture. Tyler Adams, another that is most likely out now for the remainder of the season. So Leeds with a lot of injuries, fighting for survival, recently hiring a new manager. Will this all mean good things for Arsenal? Can we utilise this particular advantage and, well, continue the march for top 4 in that driving seat? Danger men haven't changed, in my opinion, for Arsenal in terms of going forward. Yes, Granit Xhaka and El Neni have been absolutely fantastic in the centre of the park. And Rob Holding in the last game, covering for Ben White, absolutely fantastic. Centre-backs coming to the rescue, if you will. But for me, going forward, Bukayo Saka still remains the biggest threat for Arsenal. Our top goal scorer with 11 goals in 34 appearances and also 6 assists. And Martin Odegaard, who really does set the tempo for Arsenal. Now captain Is that permanent? Is he the future Arsenal captain? Will Kieran Tierney come in once back from injury and take that from him? But there were reports this week in training that he is very much a captain in the Arsenal camp, often talking in Spanish with Mikel Arteta. But also, surprisingly, Granit Xhaka, another leader, effectively the name on the team sheet as a leader, but without the armband. So make of that what you will, considering what's happened in the past. Now, one player that I do feel is going to be a huge impact for Leeds when he's not available, it massively, massively affects the way they play, and that is Calvin Phillips, an engine and an anchor in midfield. Whilst he does not contribute to goals and assists, and only having 16 appearances this season because of injury, he really does set the tone for them in midfield. Potentially a player Arsenal are interested in, and most likely on the move to another Premier League club this season. He is a very, very good player in my opinion, but their main danger man, where they're most likely to score goals or at least create something, in my opinion, is Rafinha, another player potentially on the move in the summer. 31 appearances, 10 goals and 3 assists, 100% in my opinion, their main danger man. Now, with regards to predictions, there will, in my opinion, at least be a couple of changes from the West Ham game. I fully expect Ben White, if available and his assessment goes well, to come in for Rob Holding. Although after the last game, if he isn't available, Rob Holding, very much a good choice. Tomiyasu did come off likewise with Saka in the last game. Tomiyasu with cramp, he hasn't played for a long, long time. He's said to be fit and available. And Bukayo Saka, more a case of fatigue from just the amount of football that he simply played this season. I do also expect Smith Rowe to come in for Martinelli, who was slightly underwhelming in that West Ham game, but the rest of this team pretty much stays the same in my opinion. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner, I've got a few potential dilemmas for Mikel Arteta. Does he go with Cedric over Tomiyasu because of fitness concerns if Tomiyasu does start? Do you maybe even start Cedric at left-back ahead of Tavares just simply because he isn't putting in those performances that people expect him to, or will Arteta continue to show the faith? And then also we've got on the left wing, Smith Rowe, Martinelli debate. Good headache for Arteta to have. Let me know down in the comments below whether or not you agree with my lineup or whether or not you might make changes. But to finish up, I'm going to end with my score prediction. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. With Arsenal not having kept a clean sheet in the last 6 games, there is likelihood that Arsenal may concede. And Leeds being an attacking team, I expect them to be on the front foot, which plays into Arsenal's hands, hence why I think Arsenal will get 3 goals. Let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. But that about wraps things up for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop a like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. But for now, I'm JC, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care and stay safe.